Hey guys, how's it going? So I finally released my album, Kind of a Bland Thing. It came out a couple days ago on July 3rd, and this past week since it's been out, I've been feeling a lot of different things about it. Initially, right before it was coming out, there was a bit of excitement, but also a lot of fear. I was really nervous to share it because, a lot of those songs are really personal to me, and it kind of feels like I'm sort of exposing an aspect of my soul to the world, which is pretty difficult for me. Writing music has always been, or at least in recent history, has been a way for me to kind of process and cope with whatever I'm going through. In a way, those songs, they were like a diary of what I was going through at the time. And so to put that out there is sort of strange. It's an interesting feeling, putting out this version of yourself that is so personal that I think a lot of people tend to keep to themselves. At least I know that I do. And so it's just been really weird to have that just be out there. But the positive aspect of that, now that it's out there, I think it's going to be easier for me not just to write songs, but also to share those songs with people. I know that a lot of my audience is, friends and family, but there's also quite a few of you guys that I don't really know personally. And so it's kind of weird to, I guess, introduce myself at such a deep and personal level. It's very strange. It's a surreal feeling. It feels like I haven't actually put anything out. It sort of just feels like a normal day or a normal week since I've put it out. I'm pretty proud of myself for putting it out there, and I'm proud of myself for doing it and, setting the goal and doing the work and, learning as much as I did through the whole process. It's one of those things where I think I'm going to feel more proud with myself down the line, just because I'll be able to look back and be like, oh wow, I did that. I wrote the songs and I recorded them and I put it out there. I collaborated with a couple people and did all of these different things. But it really is, it's a strange feeling. I would recommend that everybody does something similar at some point in their lives. You don't necessarily have to spill your guts to the world, but you can write a book or make a movie or something. Just, put yourself out there a little bit, because I think for me, it's kind of given me a different perspective on not just art, but humanity as a whole, and kind of how we are as living beings and how we express ourselves. That can be a conversation for a different day. But the point is that even though the whole thing feels completely unreal, I am proud of myself for doing it, which is not an emotion that I'm used to. So that's cool. So what comes next? Well, I would like to do a couple music videos for the album. Me and my friends wanted to try to do music videos leading up to the album, but it just didn't really work out with our timeline that we had going on. That's not to say that we won't do any. I know that I want to do at least 2 music videos for this album, and I know that my friends have plans to do at least 1 as well. It's kind of cool because now that we have these songs and now that they're out there, we can sort of now use them as their own kind of platform to do whatever we want on the film side. I talk about all the time how I started in film, and whenever I was in school, one of my favorite things to do was to make music videos. I wasn't necessarily great at it, but I really enjoyed it. It's a good excuse to try out different effects and different storytelling techniques and stuff. And so that's kind of where my head's at with my songs and with my music right now, is trying to produce some videos that are going to be interesting and just kind of something cool to go along with the song. But also, what else do I want to do from here? As you guys also know, when I was working on this album, I was working on a separate album kind of at the same time as a form of procrastination. And I was listening to those songs the other day, which as of right now, there's 7 of them. So I've got like 7 songs that I have pretty decent demos for, and I want to keep working on them. I think the songs are interesting. They are a bit more existential, but they still kind of go into the sort of relationship stuff a little bit, like a lot of my songs do. I don't want to spoil it too much. Plus, a lot of this could obviously change over time. But I'm going to start working on that a bit more seriously now that my album's out and I don't have to sort of split my attention between the 2 different albums. But I also want to do some creative stuff with the next batch of songs as well. We'll talk about that down the line. That's really it that I wanted to say to you guys. I can't really express enough how I feel about all of this or the response to it. Everybody that has been listening and everybody that has supported me for this long, I really appreciate it. And I know I say it a lot, but words can't really describe how I feel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for following me through this journey as I've been doing all of this. For you guys that are, I guess we could call you a diehard fan that has watched, every single video as I've been uploading, thank you. I really couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, I recommend just start listening to some songs. I've got a couple playlists of original songs and covers, but I really recommend that you guys check out the album Kind of a Bland Thing. It's streaming everywhere, and hopefully down the line we will do some form of physical media. I've always wanted to make a vinyl. I think that's a big reason why I decided to try to make an album, was because I wanted a vinyl of my own stuff. I thought that would be kind of a cool thing, but that's something I'll have to figure out later, and it'll be something that I will have to save quite a bit of money for. So until then, go ahead and stream the songs, and I really appreciate you guys listening. If you have any questions about the album, or you want any more info about the process or anything like that, just let me know in the comments, or on Instagram or something. You can message me on there, and yeah, we'll talk. Anyway, thank you guys so much again, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.